Hi, hello friends, welcome to the today's session and welcome to Unacademy and welcome to Srinivasrao Sir classes. In this session, we are going to discuss another funda that is topologies. So my dear friend, why topologies are so much important in real-time networking? If you look at wireless, it's completely ad hoc based, which is of mesh type. If you look at a normal corporate networks and college networks, they are following a dedicated with a central controller. If you look at a cable TV network, which is under shared mode, so different kinds of networks are maintaining their own topologies. So topology is nothing but how the nodes are being organized in order to transmit the data. So what are the topologies are available? Without topology, network is not existed, my dear friends. So topology is a mandatory before you start transmission of your data. So before discussion, let us say our anthem, crack GATE and ESE with India's largest learning platform, none other than Unacademy. Get plus subscription and access unlimited live and recorded lectures from India's topmost educators. About myself, Srinivasrao IS, having more than 15 years of experience in the GATE with a various subject expertization. My dear friends, I also had industry experience as a database admin side and a system admin side. So you also can achieve these kind of certifications what I did, and many of my students are also completed these kind of certifications. All you need to do is just thorough with the classes, attempt mock examinations, and like wishes. Throughout my journey of GATE, I taught in many premium academies with a high success rate, and many of my students have become alumni of IITs and NIT Central Universities. So, my dear friends, you also can achieve such kind of a success what ex-students got just by taking an admission into an academy. So, take the admission into an academy and clear all your dreams and reach out your success. So, my dear friends, Unacademy is providing, apart from top quality content, it is also providing discounts. By using a my referral code, you will get a maximized discount. There are two kinds of subscription. Current fourth year students can opt this, and the other one is a 24-month subscription. This can be opted by first, second, and third and fourth year students, my dear friends. So use this opportunity. It is also providing some kind of discount. So once you get the subscription, then you will be called as unrestricted access. You are being called as a premium member or a plus student. So you're eligible to see that all content which is there in Unacademy, my dear friends. Utilize this opportunity what the Unacademy is providing. The top quality content from top quality educators is the caption of Unacademy. So quality never compromises. So let's crack GATE CSC is our YouTube channel. Subscribe it and use my referral code for any kind of admissions. It's not only for GATE and ESE, which is for any kind of a course which is there with Unacademy. Hit the bell icon for latest notification and subscribe our YouTube channel. So my dear friends, let us start our agenda, that is topology. The topology is nothing but organization of nodes. Organization of nodes. Most of your computer networks follows hybrid topology, sometime tree topology, which is nothing but combination of star topology. So organization of node physically and logically is a concept of Topology, my dear friends. Without topology, a network do not exist. Please understand in real time. So whenever you see that there are some nodes who are formed like this, you need to decide whether they are under sharing mode or where they are under dedicated mode. If it's a dedicated mode, 1:1 cabling required. If it is a shared mode, only one cable is sufficient. So that is decided by your topology, how the nodes are being located in your network, in which form. So first variety, I am going to say that the topologies comes under into two varieties. One is shared mode. The other one is non-shared mode. So non-shared mode means, my dear friends, it is a dedicated mode. So let us see what are the shared mode topologies and what are dedicated mode topologies. When I am talking a shared mode, you see that the channel is under sharing. Channel is under sharing. And when I am talking a non-shared mode, the channel or a media, both are same. The media is under not shared mode and not in sharing. So both are having its pros and cons. Sharing means inexpansive, dedicated means expansive. Sharing means no privacy and no security. Dedicated means there is a privacy and security. Let us start. The first topology under sharing mode is known as a bus. Where are you going to use this bus? This bus, the real-time application is cable TV. Cable TV network is one of the real-time application of your bus topology, my dear friends. If it is in wireless, you say that radio broadcasting and TV broadcasting is another real-time example of your bus. So TV broadcasting and radio broadcasting. And one more real-time example is a novel netware. Novel netware is another real-time example of your bus topology. So how come this happened? Let us see. So long trunk cable known as a backbone is shared among all your nodes. So all devices are connected to your long trunk cable, which is the coaxial cable, and they are connected with the help of T connectors. T stands for tap connectors. And the nodes are attached to your bus in the form of daisy chain manner. Please observe carefully. Nodes are attached to the bus in the form of daisy chain manner, one after another, one after another. It is using a broadcasting with the help of multi-point technology. It's mostly suitable for half duplex. Why? Whenever you talk about the sharing, if the multiple signals are there on your media, then they will be under a collision. So to avoid this collision, you see that only one guy is permitted at the same time. Hence, it is a most preferable in half duplex channel. Because of duplex channel, the efficiency concern, if you speak, it is a lesser than is equal to 50%, my dear friends. And whenever I am saying that the media is under sharing mode, whoever sent the data is transmitting from one end to other end, so that other intermediate nodes also can able to capture that data. So if two parties are sending the data at the same time, then there may be a chance of collision. These collisions can be avoided using a concept called arbitrary mechanism, but not 100% perfect. So extra stations are added in a daisy chain manner, and every node can place the data onto the media, and the data will traverse from one end of the point to other end of the point. There are 2 points. One point is starting medium and the other one is ending medium. These are two different points. One is the end, one is at the start. So when a node places data onto media, then this data is going to transmitted by the particular sender and it goes to each and every node. Let me show you a diagram of how the bus is going to happen. So whenever you talk about 802.1, it is architecture of LAN. When they are saying IEEE 802.1, it is architecture of LAN. Then you see that up to from 802.1, it reaches to 802.6 to understand a concept of distributed queue dual bus. So DQDB is one of the real-time example for your bus topology. That is called DQDB, distributed queue dual bus. Now let me show you a diagram how the bus is going to look like. You see that this is your long trunk cable which I am using coaxial cable only. And to this long trunk cable, the nodes are get connected with the help of T connectors, my dear friends. Tap connectors, the nodes are get connected. So this is your node 1 and this is your node 2 and this is your node 3. They are forming in serial manner. This is a node 4. You observe carefully. This is your start of the medium, start of your cable. This is the end of your media. This is the first point. What is that? The medium is under shared mode. And the second point, nodes are get connected to bus using a tap connectors or T connectors. Third point, as the medium is under sharing, so two signals cannot be at the same time. When two signals at the same time, then it leads a chance of collision. Hence, my dear friends, it is going to see that only one particular party is eligible at a time to send the data. Hence, we are using the concept of what? Half duplex channel. So it is following half duplex concept. Only one sender could able to send the data because it is under a shared mode. And the second point is, whenever a node 1 is trying to send the data, others must not send the data. All others must be under receiving mode only. Others must be in receiving mode. This is what is the meaning of what? Half duplex communication. Whenever node 1 put the data onto your medium, this data will move from one end of the point to other end of the point and it reaches to the end of the media. That's it. The data signal has been transmitted. But whoever is active at the time, they will get the data. That's why your data is not under secure. Whenever one person is transmitted data using the same medium, then data is going to each and every party like your Tata Sky. Whatever they are delivering, the same content we are going to get in the form of different channels. So my dear friends, apart from hard duplex, it is following the concept of what? Broadcasting. Because whenever one particular person is transmitting data, this data is reaching to each and every station. That's why it is a broadcasting which is in the form of one-is-to-many communication. What is the advantage? easy to install and easy to maintain and inexpensive because only one medium cable is sufficient. But what are the problems? No privacy and no security. If at all backbone fails, for example, media got a link broken, then you need to change that medium. You cannot have a network in such case. So those are the three important points. If backbone fails, network is not there, and there is no privacy and there is no security. One more thing, tampering of the signal. Last session I shared about this. If some other TV would like to access the data, what is happening on the medium, yes, I can get it. Tampering of the signal is also possible in this. And another point is that if T connector is weak, if it is leaking the data, then data is going to be under leaked. If T connector fails, then there is a chance of leakage of information. This is another point. You want to increase the distance, then you need to use a concept of repeaters. My dear friends, repeaters are regeneration of your signal. Whenever signal becomes weaker, I am going to strengthen it and I am retransmitting it. So whenever you talk that this is a one bus and this is another bus, and you can able to combine them with the help of repeater. A repeater is a two-port node where you can keep your input and it is going to regenerate your signal. All together I can call it as what? This is a global bus. This is your global bus where it is integrated with different kinds of mediums with the help of repeaters. So this is how the bus topology is going to work, my dear friends. There are two varieties of buses are there. One bus is unidirectional. Please observe carefully. One bus is unidirectional. The other bus is dual bus. Unidirectional means don't think that it is a simplex. Single bus, that's the meaning. It is a single bus and we are having a dual bus. Single bus means only data transmission from one particular direction to other particular direction, which is nothing but starting point to ending point. But if you are talking a dual bus and I can send both sides, this is a upper bus, this is your lower bus. So from upper bus also you can send data, from lower bus also you can able to send your data. So this is how the dual bus is going to happen. This is your single bus, my dear friends. So any doubts you can ask me through chat. So right now your cable TV is following a dual bus technology. So both ends you can able to transmit data. Like your metro train, I have a head at the tail also, I have a head at before also. So that is what is the meaning of a dual bus. Now, main problems we have highlighted: no privacy and no security, and there may be a chance of tampering, and there may be a chance of leakage of data. And other important point I said, if backbone fails, then no network. Then no network. And one important point, very important point in the examination, that is no ordering here. No ordering among the nodes to send data or to transmit data. Why? You cannot decide who can able to transmit the data at a certain amount of time. For example, There is a media which is connected by three nodes, node 1 and node 2 and node 3. Who can send the data at a time? Because only one person can send data in your bus. Who is that guy? It may be N1 or it may be N2 or it may be N3. So who is that guy to transmit your data? I cannot decide. There may be a chance one can send and two can send at a time. Then it leads to a concept of collision of the signal. That's why we have observed that ordering is not there. There is nobody else who is trying to provide the order of the data transmission. Therefore, obviously there are collisions in bus. That's why, my dear friends, to avoid these problems, the second variety of topology, which is also under shared, that is called a ring. So bus may have a collisions and there may be a chance of sharing of same cable reduces the efficiency. If T connector fails, there may be a leakage of data and your performance is weaker. What is the meaning of this point? The meaning of sharing same cable reduces efficiency, I will show you. I am taking a big medium, which is your bus. Bus is nothing but long trunk cable is shared among multiple nodes. If you observe carefully, the starting guy will get a higher clarity. Next guy, clarity will be reduced. And next guy, clarity will be reduced. If you talk about the cable TV network, I'm talking. If you talk cable TV network, you have this kind of a situation. What is that? So, who are nearer to your cable office, they will get 100% good signal. But as and when it is traveling, going to the end of the medium, their signal becomes weaker. To strengthen the signal, you have to use the concept of what? Repeaters, also called as a boosters. Sometimes some people will call as a boosters. So you may use a boosters or you may use a repeaters to strengthen the signal. So what is a real-time example of this? The real-time example of this, I said, novel network. So this was one of our LAN earlier 1980s, 1990s, novel netware. After that, cable TV is taking into the picture. Then after that, your broadcasting is also following the same concept. Now, what is the meaning of ring? So ring is a very powerful than your bus. Why? If you look at ring uses also shared cable only. It's a very similar to bus. Only one cable which is formed a loop. Why it is a formed a loop? I will show you. And there is no starting point, there is no ending point like your bus. Observe, my dear friends. In bus, you have a starting point. In bus, you have an ending point. But in ring, there is no start and there is no end. Everybody got equal preference to transmit and receive data. So how it is formed a loop? Why we are calling as a ring? Because your shared medium is connected by the nodes and every node requires minimum of two neighbors, left neighbor and right neighbor. That's why this is called a neighboring topology. Ring means a neighboring topology. When there are few nodes are connected like this, if anyone would like to connect to the medium, there is a need of right neighbor and there is a need of a left neighbor. Otherwise, I cannot connect as this is a neighboring topology. And if N2 would like to connect to your network, N2 need a left neighbor and N2 also need a right neighbor. N4 would like to connect to your network. N4 need a left neighbor and right neighbor. Bus. What has happened? It forms a loop. That's why your medium looks like under loop only. There is no starting point, there is no ending point because it is under circulated fashion. Your ring is isolated by a token. Please observe, my dear friends. I'm talking 802.5. What is IEEE 802.5? What is IEEE 802.5? It is a token ring which is using by IBM, sir. So still IBM is following this. So how does it looks like? Now this entire ring, two important points I said. Medium is under shared mode. Second point, there is a need of left neighbor and right neighbor to place a node into the medium. Then your straight cable becomes a loop like this. Now when it is under shared mode, only one sender is allowed. Otherwise there are some collisions like a bus. Only one sender and many are receivers. Hence half duplex I am following. Whenever one sender put the data onto your media, then this data will move to each and every party. And finally it will come to me. That's why I am using half duplex, and I am also using the concept of broadcasting. Whenever it is a broadcasting, it is the concept of one is to many communication. And because of half duplex, your efficiency is being measured to lesser than is equal to 50%. And your cable is under shared mode. And every node requires a left neighbor as well as a right neighbor. Otherwise, you cannot form a network. So let us study these points before entering into the further discussion of ring. So ring uses a single medium and nodes are connected in a closed loop. Automatically a loop is formed and nodes are connected using a neighbors. Two neighbors required. And data is passing through intermediate nodes like a circle because of broadcasting. Ring itself is a single shared communication. And there is no starting point and there is no ending point. Every node get equal access. Up to here we have discussed. And one more is there, half duplex and broadcasting is also there. So ring is under broadcasting. And the next point is that ring always travels in unidirectional. This is another point. Ring always data transmission in unidirectional only. When a node wants to transmit the data, he will become a sender and all others must be receivers. Let me discuss one important point. What is that? How the collisions are not there in your ring. Why the collisions are there in your bus. In bus there is no order of network, but in ring there is order of network. Order of network is there. That means there is a somebody who is telling you that who is the sender and who are the receivers. That is the meaning of order of network. So someone keeps track the senders list. Who is that guy? That guy is nothing but what? Token. Token is the decider to elect sender. How this happened? This entire ring is isolated by a token. Token is a control frame. You can also call it as a control frame. It is starts circulating in unidirectional like this. Only one direction only. So nodes are get connected to your medium using a left neighbor and a right neighbor. And this is also left neighbor and right neighbor. This is your media, black line. And your medium is under the control with a token. This is your token. Token keeps on circulating in your ring. As long as token is circulating in your ring, nobody is interested to send the data. Observe carefully. So your ring has got three modes. Ring modes are three. Ring modes are three. One is free mode. Whenever token is circulating in the ring, then it is a free mode. If somebody one would like to transmit the data, you cannot directly transmit data. You need to take the permission of token. So you need to take the permission of a token that I want to send the data. I want to become a sender. Then here, all the nodes are under the control of your token only. If node 1 would like to send the data, you need to capture the token. When a node 1 captures the token stops circulation in the ring. Whenever token stops circulation in the ring, then automatically ring is entered into busy mode. When ring is entered into busy mode, as N1 captured the token, then node 1 becomes a sender. And all other nodes, they are unable to find that token is not circulating. Token is circulating, and so they automatically understand that the ring busy, and so we all becomes what? Receivers. So this is how you can decide who is the sender and who are the receivers. So this is a beauty technique which is not there in your bus, but which is there in your ring with the help of token mechanism. And one more, my dear friends, whenever N1 becomes a sender, then all becomes a receiver. Then N1 start releasing the data. When N1 release the data, this data frame will goes to each and every node as it is a single medium and finally comes to me. Once the frame has come to me, the data frame has come to me, I come to know that it is circulated one time. That means everybody got received. So once my data transmission got completed, I will reinsert the token because the token is under the control of node 1. So once my data got completed, I will release the token. Once you release the token, again the ring becomes what? Free mode only. So this is how you can able to prioritize who can be the sender and who are going to be the receivers. A ring is also having a one more mode that is called the listen mode. What is the listen mode? Listen, my dear friends. As N1 captured the token, so I can understand that N1 becomes the sender, and next round node 3 would like to send the data. So I will send a request that next I want to transmit the data. So as soon as N1 data got completed, he reinsert the token and the token automatically will be captured by node 3. So it is also going to listen the request. It sees that N1 is the first sender, then N3 is the next sender. This is how you can able to avoid collisions. So you never have any collisions in this. No collisions. Even though you are using a what? Shared medium. So shared medium without collisions, it is a ring only. And shared medium with the two neighbors, it is a ring only. My dear friends, this is the advantage. Everybody got equal access. There is no lower priority or higher priority. Everybody can able to send the data according to the token equivalency. Now let us see few other points. A signal is passed in one direction. Each device has a dedicated point-to-point connection only with the two devices on either side of it. It looks like sharing, but it's not a multi-point, it's a point-to-point. So in this token passing is used. So one device passes the token, then it passes to the others, till it reaches to the destination. Now let us see advantages. Each device is linked to intermediate nodes, physically and logically. Easy troubleshoot. If at all, there are few nodes are there here and everybody got connected with the help of neighbors, and your data transmission in the ring is a one direction. If my intermediate node fails, N2 got failed, so N1 cannot send the data. This is one of the major drawback of your ring. If any intermediate node fails, then the data cannot be transmitted unless and until you rectify the problems of that particular node. Yes, the troubleshooting is also very easy in ring with the help of beaconing. So beaconing is there in your token ring. Beaconing is nothing but try to identify that everybody is in the ring or not. If anybody is not in the ring, that means if ring unable to identify the node, it raises an alarm at that particular point that somebody is not detected by the ring. So that is a continuous beaconing is there in your ring, so that we will see everybody is detected by your ring. So this is how you can say, my dear points about ring. Easy to install and a greater speed and no terminators required. And nodes are get connected with the help of a daisy wheel. Earlier we have seen daisy chain. Bus means a daisy chain, chain linking, and this is the wheel linking like a circular fashion. Now my dear friends, let us see its drawbacks. What is that? If any intermediate node fails, then data cannot be transmitted and only one side data can be transmitted, and the half duplex and no privacy and no security because of single medium is under shared. Now I want to tell you one important thing. There are two kinds of rings. One is single side, that means single ring, and the other one dual ring. However, you are having a bus, single bus and dual bus. Here also we are having single ring, one unidirectional and the other one is a dual ring. So your dual ring is FDDI. Your dual ring is FDDI. Fiber distributed data interfaces, which is data transmission you can do both the directions. Whenever you do data transmissions in both the directions, it is a concept of FDDI. And your single particular ring is nothing but your data transmission, either clock direction or anti-clock direction, only one side. And what is a real-time example of your bus? Real-time example of your bus is a novel network and cable TV. And what is a real-time example of your ring? I said IBM is still following token ring mechanism with the help of ring topology only. So collisions can be cleared and easy to troubleshoot whenever nodes are unable to detected by the ring. Everything is there. But only one disadvantage. What is that? One too many communication, hence I can project that no secrecy, no privacy, no security. So these problems can be eliminated using a dedicated topologies. There are two dedicated topologies, my dear friends. One is a star, the other one is a tree. What is a star? What is the real-time application of your star? Your computer network is one of the real-time example of your star. You go to any company, they are following star topology. You go to any corporate network, they are following star topology. That is the power of star. What is the power of star? All nodes are get to be connected using individual cables, 1:1 cables. And they are got connected with the help of central controller. This is the concept of your star. Central controller is there. And to that central controller, there are some Ethernet ports are there in that. And to each Ethernet port, the nodes are get connected. So every node requires one channel, my dear friend. Node 1, 1:1 dedicated channel. Node 2, 1:1 dedicated channel. Node 3, 1:1 dedicated channel. Node 4, 1:1 dedicated channel. As there are n ports, there is a need of n dedicated channels to connect n nodes. Okay, this is perfect. And star is for full duplex. It has got the motto that you and I can able to transmit the data at a time. There will not be any collisions like your ring and bus because it supports a full duplex mode. Both nodes can able to transmit your data. But my dear friends, when I am talking about the central controller, this central controller device, which may be a hub, and the central controller device, which may be a switch. Nowadays, we are not following hub technology. We are following a switched Ethernet. We are following a switched Ethernet because hub is not an intelligent device. It is an unintelligent device. Very, very important question in the exam. Hub is unintelligent device, whereas switch is intelligent device. So what is the difference between hub and switch? Hub do not know that who is the sender, who is the receiver, but switch knows that who is the sender, who is the receiver, because it has got address learning capacity. Whenever I say that it has got address learning capacity, then it is intelligent only. Like bridge is intelligent, switch is intelligent, router is intelligent device. But a hub is not an intelligent device because of only one reason. No address learning capacity. It is a dumb terminal. No address learning capacity. It do not know that who is the sender and who is the receiver. That's why data is going to be transmitted to each and every node in the hub. Why I'm talking hub and switch? Because it is linked with a star. What I'm telling you, my dear friend, if there is a switch or hub is available, which I am taking as a central controller to me, there are few ports are there here. So node 1 is connected here, 2 connected, 3 connected, 4 connected. I say that N1 is the sender would like to send the data and 4 is the destination. So here sender is a N1, sender is a N1 and destination is a N4. Now let us see. Whenever a sender would like to send the data, first we send it to central controller only. Now central controller redirected to the destinations. That's why there is an intermediate node between your sender and the other particular guy receiver. That intermediate node is your switch or hub known as central controller. If I use a hub here, what will happen? Whenever node 1 put the data to your central controller, hub do not know that who is the sender, who is the receiver. Therefore, your data will goes to each and every port. It will go there, it will go there, it will go there. This guy will get the data, this guy will get the data, this guy will get the data. That's why hub is a very poor networking device. It is called as multi-port repeater. It is called as a multi-port repeater. It is also called as a logical bus. It is called as a bus. Bus is nothing but what? Data is going to each and every party. That's the meaning of logical bus. That's why we people not believe in hub. We people only switched Ethernet only. What is a switched Ethernet? If you take the same diagram, I'm taking the same diagram, central controller is there according to the star, central controller is mandatory. This time I am using advanced hub, nothing but switch. As there are 4 nodes are there here, and nodes are get connected to your 4 ports. Node 1, node 2, node 3 and node 4. And he is going to act as a sender. I would like to send data to only N4. He is going to act as a destination. My dear friends, whenever N1 send the data to this switch, switch knows that who is the destination exactly. So he is the sender, data will exactly goes to the destination. That's why switch is a 1:1 and hub is a 1:many, because the data is going to each and every guy. That's why switch is active, hub is a passive. So you please observe, as I am using a central controller as a switch, there are many benefits. Every switch is a collision domain separator. As there are n ports are there, they are separated with a collision. It can able to detect the collisions also. As there are 4 ports are there, 4 port switch. Very important question. How many collision domains? How many collision domains? Our answer is 4, as there are 4 ports are there. But if I am saying this is to hub, hub is not a collision domain separator. Every port is not a collision domain separator. If I am saying there are 4 ports in your hub, and how many collision separator? Only one collision domain. That means your hub itself is trying to detect the collisions, but not the individual ports. But if you look at the switch, every port is trying to detect the collisions. That is the power of switch. What is the main difference between your hub and the switch, my dear friends? Collision domain is increased in switch, and the collision domain is decreased in your hub. And the hub is a passive. Hub is a multi-port repeater, but switch is a active. Switch is a unidirectional data, uni transmission, 1:1 transmission it can do. So come to the points of star. What is the star? Every device has a dedicated point-to-point link. This is connected to central controller, usually called as a hub, as well as called as a switch. The central controller acts as an interface between sender and receivers. So one device would like to send the data, means first of all data should come to the control controller. From there data is transmitting to other device. So every device has got, every node has got dedicated point-to-point link to the hub or switch. And it is eligible for full duplex channels. That is another add-on point. So full duplex channels I can able to do. And what are the advantages? A star topology is lesser cost than mesh topology. You need less number of mediums as comparatively to mesh. It includes robustness. If one link fails, this is a very important point. See now, there are 4 nodes are there on your central controller. Please see. And they are connected with the help of either hub or switch. If this link failure, but your switch is not a failure, you can still continue with 1 and 2 and 4. But it is not possible with your ring and star, my dear friends, ring and bus. Why? Because if any node fails, I cannot able to send the data. So that is the problem is there, especially with a ring and bus, but that problem is not there with your star. So that particular port is gone, but I can able to work with other ports. And easy to install, easy to troubleshoot. But what is the main problem of this? And the advantage is 100% efficiency, no doubt, as I am using for full duplex. L of U means link efficiency. And disadvantage is, if central controller fails, if switch got failure, that's it. You cannot have a network unless and until switches got replaced. So entire network stops when central controller failed. So you need to replace the central controller and reconnect it to all your newly switch or newly connected hub. So this problem can be eliminated with the help of mesh. A mesh is a real-time wireless topology. When you are talking wireless, then you talk about the mesh. When you are talking about ad hoc network, then you talk about the mesh. When you talk about the decentralized network, centralized means star. When you talk about the decentralized network, then you talk about the mesh topology. So these are the real-time example of your mesh topology. What is the power of mesh? The power of mesh is, I don't believe in single medium, no single media. That means media is not under sharing, no sharing of medium. But I am not believing in central controller also, like a star, no central controller, no central controller. So when there is no central controller, when there is no sharing of media, how the nodes got connected? It's impossible. But mesh is telling you such a way that yes, it is a possible. How? When there are few nodes are there, like N1, N2, and N3 and N4, without central controller and without a single medium, how can you connect it? Yes, there is a way. N1 to N3, there is a dedicated 1:1 link. 1:1 means it is a point-to-point dedicated link. Therefore, 100% privacy and security is provided. And still, N1 would like to communicate with others. There is a requirement of 1:1. And here also there is a requirement of 1:1. And here also there is a requirement of 1:1. And two others are there. N4 to N3, there is a requirement of 1:1. And N1 to N2, there is a requirement of 1:1. My dear friends, the thought of a mesh topology is nothing but everybody got connected with others. That's what the meaning of ad hoc wireless network. If there are many dots and each dot is connected to others, that's the meaning of mesh. Every node got connected with all other n-1 nodes. That is the meaning of mesh. So I don't require any central controller, and I am not keeping the medium is under sharing. It's a dedicated and no central controllers. So how can you pass the data? Let us see. So N1 and N2 and N3, three nodes are there. So N1 must connect dedicatedly to N2, and N1 also must connect dedicatedly to N3. One more is also there, channel connectivity. That is, N2 must connect to N3. How many channels you need? This is one of previous question. Dash medium channels required. So I require how many medium channels? Every node got connected with other n-1 nodes. So n into n-1 half duplex channels needed. If it is a full duplex means what? Both sides data can be transmitted. That means n into n minus half only needed. According to full duplex channels, n into n minus 1 by 2 needed. And according to half duplex, n into n minus 1 channels needed. One more question is also there. What is that? How many Ethernet ports required? See, you will get a wonder by seeing the structure of a mesh. This is a one computer, and this is another computer, and this is another computer. They want to go for decentralized. There is no central network, decentralized only. Central network means you talk about the star, because everybody got centrally connected to either switch or hub. Now you see, this node 1 has to connect with the help of twisted pair. Twisted pair, please recollect, twisted pair is nothing but which is connected with the help of RJ45 connector. This connector name is whatever you are keeping other side and this side, it is RJ45. In telephone, it is RJ11. In bus topology, it is a BNC connectors. And this is RJ45 clip. And you want to inject it to this port means you need to have Ethernet port, LAN port, which is nothing but Ethernet port. And this is also require Ethernet port so that I can able to inject your cable into that particular port. One more is there. This N1 would like to connect it to this particular node. This is N2 and this is N3. And this port is already busy with the other N2. So you need to have one more port. So here also there is a one more port. And one more is also there. This and this. They need one more Ethernet port to have the connectivity between both of them. You see the wonder of this. Every system need to have dash Ethernet ports. This is a very important questions. You can type through comment. How many Ethernet ports I need, my dear friends? Every system requires how many Ethernet ports? Excluding me. That means N-1 Ethernet ports required. As there are 3 nodes are there, so 3 minus 1, 2 Ethernet ports. Every node requires 2 Ethernet ports. And overall, how many channels required? I already told you, overall, there is a requirement of what? N into N minus 1 by 2 half duplex, N into N minus 1 by 2 full duplex channels required. So mesh is a superb. Privacy, security, troubleshooting, everything is there. But very, very expansive. Because N into N minus 1 by 2 channels required and N minus 1 Ethernet ports are required is very costly. That's why we prefer mesh topology in wireless ad hoc network, not in the direct link to link based like a wired. Let us see its points. So every device has a dedicated point to point link to every other device. There is a need of N into N minus 2, N minus 1 by 2 full duplex channels. The term dedicated means link carries only between that particular node only. Every device has a point-to-point dedicated line. What are the advantages? Traffic problems can be eliminated as I am connected to each and everybody. I am not taking anybody help to transmit the data. Like a ring means intermediate node. Like a bus means intermediate node. Star means central controller you are believing in. But here it's no. I am having a direct link to all other n-1 nodes. So there will not be any traffic problems. And it is a robust and privacy and security and 100% data transmission guarantee. So once you release the data, 100% data transmission guarantee. But only one problem, my dear friends. What is that problem? Expansive, nothing else. And complexity. So if you are having 100 computers in a room, you see that 100 into 99 by 2 channels, and every computer requires 99 Ethernet ports. This is imaginable. Very, very imaginable, because in a system you may have a maximum of 2 Ethernet ports, but you need to configure these many Ethernet ports. Real time it is not possible to implement. That's why this is mainly restricted to wireless. Okay, my dear friends. Now let us see hybrid. Right now we are working with a hybrid only. What is a hybrid? For example, I am following a ring. One, one company is following a ring and other company is following a star. How can you integrate them? It's not possible. Observe, my dear friends, carefully. This is a ring topology node. Its frame structure is a different. It is a star topology node. Its frame structure is a different. And how can you integrate? This can be integrated with the help of what? Connectors, like bridges. If you take a bridge, I can able to establish any other to any other. That is the role of a bridge, my dear friends. So with the help of special connectors and with the help of special devices like bridges, I can able to establish a total integration of ring network into star network. So this is how the hybrid is going to happen, my dear friends. It can be any network to any network. I don't have any issue. I can able to make them to integration towards a single LAN with the help of connectors and with the help of bridges. The same way you can talk that ring with a bus and bus with a star and star with a mesh. Everything is possible. So the last variety of topology is a tree. Tree, when I am talking, it's a wide area network. Tree, when I am talking, it is the internet. So they are centralized LANs or centralized WANs or a single network. Internet is nothing but a single large network which is having a sub networks. Those sub networks are called as wide area networks. So these are all wide area networks, and these wide area networks further has local area network. But all together we call them as they are single hierarchy. Whenever you talk this kind of a structure, it is a concept of a tree topology. So whenever I am talking of a tree topology, which is mainly I am talking a WAN and internet. When I am talking about the star topology, it is mainly talking about LAN. LAN is speaking by star. WAN is speaking by tree. Observe, my dear friends. Because the star is for a local area network device. And when you talk about the tree topology, I can able to have a bigger network, which is a combination of several networks together. This has got a different name that is called autonomous system. Internet is nothing but collection of autonomous systems only. Autonomous system is nothing but a different wide area network. And wide area network is nothing but collection of LANs. Okay, my dear friends. So this is how about the topology. So dear friends, right now in real-time network, so before closing this session, I will give you application. When you talk about the bus, when you talk about the ring, both are under shared mode only. When I am talking about the shared mode, you are having a broadcasting 1:many. It's not 1:1. You are having half duplex only. And there may be a chance of collisions in this. And bus we are using in 802.4 and ring we are using. Please all of you remember these numbers, my dear friends. Bus means 802.4, ring means 802.5 according to their standards. This is a token bus I am talking. This is a token ring I am talking. So the second variety is dedicated. That is a star and that is a tree. Both are dedicated only. They are working with a central controller. When I talk central controller, it may be a hub, it may be a switch. But nowadays we don't have hub. Hub is a passive devices, broadcasting devices. So we want unicast device, so we are electing switch. And the third variety we have seen, that is hybrid. Any topology to any topology you can able to do. And the last one is a mesh, which is mainly for decentralized network. And a star is 802.3 Ethernet I am following. And my dear friends, this is how the topology, without topology there is no network. Whenever you speak a network means there are a group of nodes, you need to see that how they are being formed. That formation is the physically and logically is the concept of what? Topology. So we will meet in the tomorrow's session with the transmission modes. Very important topic tomorrow. So chance of gate question in tomorrow's class, that is transmission modes, which I want to discuss parallel transmission and serial transmission. Once the fundamentals are completed, two more classes need. After that, I will start layered structure and data link layer. Please continue. Stay tuned to my lectures. Stay tuned to Unacademy. Please share this knowledge to each and every friend. Encourage them to watch and study and give a GATE examination. Use my referral code to get the admission into Unacademy. You will get many more things, this kind of lectures in Unacademy. So use my referral code. The prices are going to be increased. So before increasing of fees only, you please admit into Unacademy. Unless you take the admission, you cannot be serious. It will be a jovial classes only. That's why take yourself as a senior, something you need to crack, something you need to achieve in your life. So you want to achieve something in your life in the sense, you need to be very serious. When you get the serious, when you get an admission, so join into Unacademy using my referral code, you will get up to 20% of discounts. So my dear friends, immediately use this opportunity before increasing of your price. And this referral code is for any courses, not only for GATE and ESE. We will meet in the tomorrow session. Stay tuned to me and good night to everyone.